Welcome to Relaxed Reddit Readings. Today we have 3 Reddit stories for you. Reddit stories that will make you question everything. Story 1. My fiancé wants me to pay for his washed keys. So my fiancé is demanding I pay to replace his car keys because I accidentally washed them, and I'm starting to think he's lost his mind. Here's what happened. My fiancé just bought a brand new car, and today he came home from work feeling sick. He immediately went to take a shower and just left his work clothes in a pile on the bathroom floor. Now, I was in the middle of doing laundry, you know how it is, washing machines going, loads are cycling through. After about an hour, when the washer was empty and ready for the next load, I grabbed his clothes from the bathroom floor and tossed them in. I mean, they were dirty work clothes sitting on the floor, what else would you think to do with them? 45 minutes into the wash cycle, my fiancé comes running out freaking out, asking if I took his keys out of his pockets. That's when it hit me, oh no, the keys are probably getting a nice spin cycle right about now. I immediately stopped the washer and we fished out his completely soaked car keys. The electronic key fob is obviously not working anymore, and now he needs to get new keys made, which is apparently going to cost around $200 because it's a newer car with all the fancy technology. Here's where things get ridiculous. He's demanding that I pay for the replacement keys because I'm the one who put his clothes in the washing machine. He says it's my fault for not checking his pockets before washing his clothes. But wait, it gets better. When I pointed out that he's a grown adult who should be responsible for emptying his own pockets, he said I should have known to check because I'm always doing the laundry. Excuse me? Since when did doing laundry make me responsible for going through someone else's pockets like I'm their mother? I do most of the laundry because I don't mind it and I'm home more often, but that doesn't mean I signed up to be the pocket police. I told him that as an adult, he should be checking his own pockets before leaving clothes on the floor, especially if there's something important in them. I mean, this is basic adulting stuff, right? You don't leave your keys, wallet, or phone in your pockets and then blame someone else when they get washed. He's acting like I deliberately sabotaged his keys, when really I was just trying to help by doing the laundry. And honestly, if he hadn't left his clothes on the bathroom floor like a teenager, this whole thing could have been avoided. He could have hung them up, put them in the hamper, or at the very least, remembered where he put his brand new car keys. Now he's giving me the silent treatment and telling his friends that I ruined his keys and won't take responsibility for it. Some of them are actually taking his side, saying I should pay since I'm the one who washed them. But I feel like paying for this would set a terrible precedent, like I'm accepting responsibility for managing his personal belongings. What's next? Am I going to be liable every time he loses something or forgets where he put it? Should I really have to pay $200 because my adult fiancé can't remember to check his own pockets? If you're enjoying these stories, hit that like button and let me know in the comments which story you relate to the most. Story 2. I told a stranger her underwear was showing. So I just told a complete stranger that her underwear was visible through her pants, and now I'm wondering if I completely overstepped. This literally just happened, and I can't shake the feeling that I might have made things super awkward. I was going up an escalator at the mall, and right in front of me was this woman with her husband and their kid. She was wearing these really tight black flare leggings, and I mean tight. Here's the thing, her underwear was completely visible through the fabric. Like, I could see every detail, the pattern, the color, everything. It clearly wasn't intentional at all. And because of how escalators work, her butt was literally right at my eye level as we rode up. I'm a woman too, so it's not like this was some creepy guy situation, but I felt so uncomfortable for her. I kept thinking about how mortified I would be if I was walking around all day not knowing that everyone could see my underwear through my pants. Like, imagine all the people who saw her today and said nothing. When we got to the top of the escalator, she had to stop for a second to adjust her jacket, and I saw my chance. I quickly walked up to her and said, "Your underwear is completely visible through your pants." I tried to say it quietly and discreetly, you know, woman to woman. Her reaction was, not what I expected. She looked absolutely horrified, like I had just told her the worst news of her life. Her face went completely red, and she immediately tried to cover herself with her jacket. Her husband looked confused and kind of annoyed, like he was wondering why some stranger was talking to his wife. Their kid just stared at me like I was weird. The woman mumbled a really quiet, "Thank you," but she looked like she wanted the ground to swallow her up. They quickly walked away after that, with her trying to position her jacket to cover her backside. Now I'm second-guessing everything. On one hand, I thought I was doing her a favor. I mean, wouldn't you want someone to tell you if your underwear was showing? It's like having spinach in your teeth or your skirt tucked into your pantyhose. It's embarrassing, but you'd rather know so you can fix it, right? I was trying to save her from further embarrassment throughout the day. But on the other hand, maybe I just made her feel terrible about herself. Maybe she was having a great day with her family, feeling confident in her outfit, and I just completely ruined that by making her self-conscious. Maybe some things are better left unsaid, especially to strangers. I keep thinking about how she looked so embarrassed and how quickly they left. Did I do the right thing by speaking up, or should I have just minded my own business? I mean, she was out in public and it was really obvious, but maybe that's not my problem to solve. Would I want a stranger to tell me something like that, or would I prefer to just live in blissful ignorance? Was I being helpful or just intrusive? Story 3. Dad approved me cleaning, now Mom hates me for throwing out books. So I just tried to help clean our hoarded house while my parents were away, and now my mom thinks I'm the worst person alive. This situation is absolutely insane, and I honestly don't know what to do anymore. My mother has a serious hoarding problem. We're talking about a house where you can barely walk through the rooms, where there are stacks of stuff everywhere, and where it's genuinely affecting our entire family's quality of life. This has been going on for years, and it's gotten progressively worse. My dad and I have tried talking to her about it, but she gets defensive and refuses to acknowledge that there's a problem. So when my parents planned a 4-day holiday trip, my dad pulled me aside before they left. He explicitly told me that I had his approval to start cleaning and throwing things out while they were gone. He said he was tired of living like this and that something needed to be done. I thought finally, here's my chance to actually make a difference and help our family. I started going through room by room, separating actual trash from things that might have value. I was being pretty ruthless because honestly, when you're dealing with hoarding, you have to be. There were newspapers from years ago, broken appliances, duplicate items we had 5 or 6 of, just so much stuff that clearly needed to go. But here's where it gets complicated. Apparently we have security cameras that I didn't know about, and my mom was watching me clean from wherever they were vacationing. She started calling and texting, absolutely furious that I was throwing things away. I tried explaining that Dad had given me permission, but she was having none of it. When my parents got back from their trip, my mom immediately went to the garbage area to see what I had thrown out. That's when she discovered that among all the stuff I had tossed were some book collections. Now, I'll admit, I probably should have been more careful with books, but they were mixed in with so much other stuff, and some of them were in really bad condition from being stored improperly for years. Apparently, some of these books were actually valuable, like, really valuable. My mom found first editions and some rare collections that I had no idea were worth anything. They looked just like all the other random books scattered throughout the house. Now my mom is absolutely livid with me. She's saying I'm irresponsible, that I don't respect her belongings, and that I've cost the family thousands of dollars. She's barely speaking to me, and when she does, it's to tell me how disappointed she is. My dad is caught in the middle now. He's not defending me like I thought he would, probably because he doesn't want to deal with my mom's anger. So now I'm the bad guy, even though I was trying to help and had permission from my dad. The worst part is, nothing has really changed. The house is still mostly cluttered because my mom went through the garbage and brought a bunch of stuff back inside. So all the work I did was basically pointless, and now everyone's mad at me. I get that I made a mistake with the books, and I feel terrible about that. But was I really wrong to try to help clean a house that's genuinely unlivable because of hoarding? Should I have just left everything exactly as it was, even with my dad's permission to clean? If you enjoyed these stories, drop a comment telling me which one was your favorite. And if you want more relaxed Reddit readings, make sure to like, subscribe, and hit the bell so you never miss a video. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed these stories, like, comment and subscribe for more relaxed Reddit readings.